Okay, we are now on the last value, which is excellence. Okay? Excellence. What is it? We'll start back on this side. What does it mean?
To come to rehearsal prepared.
Prepared, yes. When you show up to rehearsal, right? Your music, your lyric sheets if you need them, even stuff like water, bathroom breaks, all this stuff is coming to rehearsal prepared. Okay? Just thinking about being able to really give your 100% of your effort and attention and energy to the rehearsal and not to various other things, including, texting your ride or whatever. Take care of all that business outside of rehearsal and come prepared. Okay? Another thing I want to say quickly about coming prepared is, I know we just got back from Mardi Gras. This probably isn't the best timing for this, but if you are going to be out, late at night or doing stuff or, eating or drinking things that you're not supposed to, that's going to affect your singing voice come rehearsal the next day. So if you're coming to my rehearsal and you're not prepared physically, like being physically ready and healthy is part of it too. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I encourage you guys to stay really healthy if you want to be part of the singing group, right? Your body is your instrument. Okay, what's the next one?
Encourage one another.
Encourage one another, yes. I don't want to have any issues with this group especially, with anybody shooting down anybody else's ideas, anybody, being rude while somebody else is performing. We haven't really had too much of that, but I've seen it in other groups. We're not going to have that in my group, okay? If anybody is putting other people down, they will not participate anymore. Okay? That's all I have to say about that. The next one, what's the third part of excellence?
Take warm-ups, sectionals, home practice, and meetings seriously.
Yes, this is going to be super important once we start breaking out the instruments, right? It's really tough because it's just me as the instructor. I don't really have Mr. Crosby or Miss Mahaki here with me all the time. But to do sectionals, I can't teach the guitar parts and the piano parts and the soprano, alto, baritone, tenor, bass, all the parts simultaneously, right? That's why we call it sectionals. I got to teach this group, then that group, right? We have to be able to take this seriously and to take our warm-ups and home practice seriously so that it's more of a group effort and it's not like, oh, well, they're doing their part right now, I'm going to go goof off over here, right? We have to be able to take each section seriously. Okay, and the next one.
Respect suggestions, voice your disagreements respectfully.
Right, this is very self-evident, right? If you have a disagreement, voice it respectfully. And also, be respectful and consider other people's suggestions. Like, for example, somebody, I believe it was you, who had said, I want to do this Paramore song, and even me as the instructor, I should be very open-minded to all my students, but I said, I'm not sure. Paramore, that's not something that our group's going to want to do. But, I respected the suggestion, I listened to it, and I listened to a few versions of it online, and because I respected it, it's now probably one of my favorite songs that we do. Right? Something I was not open-minded to at first is now something that I've come to love. Okay? And the very last one, expect only the best from yourself and your team. Okay? So we just want to, I know this group has so much talent, and I can't wait for, these concerts that are going to be coming up as we get closer to the end of the year, but we've got to expect the best, okay? It's not just playtime, right? We're going to really take it seriously. Okay, let's flip over to the back. Okay? Let's quickly read these. You want to read the first one?
A good voice does not equal a good singer.
A good voice does not equal a good singer. That's right. Okay? The next one.
Diction, tone, breath control, technique, emotion, and performance value all contribute to vocal excellence, always.
That's right. Okay? It's not just about having a good voice that you're born with or not. There's so much that goes into it, including your diction, right? How you pronounce your words. Your tone, right? It's like we would call it the quality of your voice. The breath control, which we talked about, your technique, your emotionality in the song, right? And your performance value. Some people are terrible singers, but great performers, right? Think of a lot of your favorite bands or artists. They're not all talented singers, but they're just excellent performers. Okay? What about the next one? Who am I on?
Underestimate the X factor.
The X factor. Who can give me a quick definition for what that means? What's the X factor? Anybody ever heard that before?
On TV, that's about 5.
No, not the show, The X Factor. Basically what this means, the X Factor, it's kind of like akin to, in the previous one, the performance value. The X Factor is just that, don't underestimate that personality you bring, right? Each person has their own flavor, their own skills they're bringing to the table, right? You don't always want to think like, oh, I'll never be as good as this person, or, oh, I can't do this, or I can't do that. You know, just bringing that energy, that's what the X factor is. Just bringing it, okay, every time. The audience really recognizes that. It's really shocking to see how an audience will react to a really excellent technical singer versus a great performer who's not as technically good. So just keep that in mind. Okay, we said this one before already. A singer's body is his or her instrument. Excellent health and hygiene habits are essential for taking care of that instrument. Okay? Keep yourselves healthy, and your singing voice will improve because of that. Okay, and the last one. I really like this. Who wants to read it? All right, the last one.
Good singers impress, great singers inspire.
Yeah, right? So who can give me an example of what this means? Or rephrase that, yeah.
I think you mean when they say good singers impress, meaning like people will look at it in a different way, and it'll be like something better than they probably heard before. But the part that say great singers inspire you, it probably mean like I can't really get it.
Like the good singers will be looking.
Yeah, and they'll make them want to do more with their voice.
Yeah, if you show off and impress someone, then you're good, right? Okay, you're good. If you're great, you can really inspire someone, right? This is taking it to the next level. This is taking it from them saying, oh, you guys did that song, to, wow, you guys did that song better than I've ever heard it, right? I was really moved by that song. Okay, this is the difference between good and great. Okay, it's bringing that extra thing. Did you have something out here?
Oh, no, I was going to use examples.
Yeah, what's an example?
Like, you know, some singers like maybe like the Plain White Tees or something like that, and impress people. It's like, oh, that's nice, I heard your song, that's good. But people like Maroon 5 really make people be like, man, I'm really going to go out here and sing love songs for women.
Right. I think that's a great modern example, right? I can think of a lot of like classic examples. This is a great modern example. The difference between the Plain White Tees and Maroon 5, right? The difference between a gold album and a platinum album, right? In the layman's terms. Okay, and then the last thing on here is our current repertoire, just for any of the new people that aren't sure of what all the songs we're doing. Okay, let's pause this for now, and then let's do